Hello, Sun Squires. Hello. Hello. I don't know what my audio levels are like. My interface is having a fit anyway. Hello, Sun Squires. I return. Hello, Daunted. Hello, Occultist. Welcome, welcome. I don't know if that chat's working. It looks like it's working. It looks like I'm not bouncing though. That's weird. One moment. Let me see if I can figure that out. 1 second. Uh, Let me see. Where is it? Properties. Let's use this one. Testing. Am I bouncing? No, I'm not. Well, something's weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Uh, I don't know why it's not working. Hello, Irish Tiger. Hello, Space Word Tossa. Hello, Levant Blaze. Hello, Unspecified. Yes. I don't know why my avatar is not moving. It should be. It's just not. What's wrong with it? It should be using the right thing. It really should, but it's not. It's working well for me. What's working well for you? My avatar is not moving. It's broken. What's going on? Uh I don't know why it's not moving. This is the right one. And it is the right thing. What the heck? Wait, the scene's not even here. Yes, it is. Did move transition just stop working? I don't know why it's not working. Rip your avatar. Your avatar has finally died out. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Uh, I don't know if I can move it just on its own. Um, uh, gotta figure this out. I gotta figure this out. Sitting stoically, yeah. 1 minute, Sun Squires. While you're all rolling in, a great time to just figure this out. I don't know why it's not working. What happens if I change it to default? Nothing. What about this? No. This? No. Can I copy the filters? Have you tried to bounce a castle? Well, holy cow, yeah. Welcome, everyone. Technology was a mistake. Hey, if not for technology, I wouldn't be here. Let me see if I can copy the filter. Copy. All right. Now, I'm just going to, add a new audio source thing. Mic for movement 2. And then put it on this one. And go to filters and paste. Maybe this works? No? It's not working. Well, Sun Squires, I'm not entirely sure why that's not working. I'll figure it out at some point. I really do. I really want to figure it out right now. You can do it. This is the true test of strength. What's going on? Well, Lumenwood, my avatar won't bounce with my voice. Sir Greaves and Project Whiskey are the only VTubers I enjoy. Thanks to technology for them. Aw, why thank you. I knew I should have written that code so it does it in HTML. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know why it's not working. Let's see. It's still not working. What if I hit transition? Absolutely nothing. All right. Well, let me just move. Wait, that's not me. What is moving? Oh, what the heck? What? Wait. Wait. Testing? No, I'm still sunk into the floor. Huh. Well, I don't know why that's not working. Everything seems to be having a bad time. I'm just going to disable studio mode and maybe, whoops, maybe just do this. Is this better, Sunsquires? I don't think it is. I think this is worse. Your avatar's upset you left? Probably. This is worse. This is dumb. I'm moving myself with my mouse. It worked before I left. I don't know what happened. Nothing has changed. I haven't updated OBS or anything. I don't know what's wrong. Stuff always seems to break right when it has an update, even if I haven't updated it. How do I disable snapping? Where's the how do I disable snapping? How did your avatar who did my avatar? Sabines or K-Beans. I'm not actually sure. I gotta ask how to say their name. How did I get the avatar? I commissioned somebody. I commissioned somebody for all of my avatars because I am bad at art. Literally said about moving yourself with the mouse. Yes, I am. Wait, did you mention? Oh, you did! Literally predicted this. I haven't been reading chat. I'm sorry, Sunsquires. It's on like the other side of my screen. You're a pro rolling through. Rolling though? Oh, what did I just do? I disabled preview. Okay, it's back. So my intro screen. Yes. I try. So this stream's not going to be a very long one because I'm not used to it. It's been a month. I'm not going to have the energy to go for 4 hours. But welcome, Sunsquires. Yes. Next, your avatar making your night look in a mirror like you're watching. What? Next, avatar is making your night look at the mirror like you're watching us. Ah. Maybe. I don't know. Still great to hear you, sir. Thank you. Let's see if this other thing works. Hold on. Let me just grab the... You won't be able to see me bouncing because I'll be using my mouse for something else. But, one moment, Sunsquires. I'm grabbing a URL, popping it in the... Oh, wait a minute. I can't do that. I need to enable studio mode. I'm sorry. Oh, my mic's peaking. I'm sorry about that, Sunsquires. I can't adjust the volume either. I'll bring it down a little. There we go. No, I should clip less. I'm sorry. Let me just pop into my test scene. Properties. Change this. Yeah, that kind of works. So, okay. Oh, you know I'm clipping because of this. My gain was turned like 2/3 up or something goofy. Great to see. Glad you're back. At least it's been a hot minute since I heard the nightly Canadian Radiant Light. Yes, it's been like a month or something. Oh, don't remind me that January almost passed. Where? What? Also, Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year, Sunsquires. I'm sorry I wasn't able to stream. Let me just paste this into my just chatting scene. Add browser existing. I forgot what I named it. Let's go back to tests. What is it called? Chat CSS tests. Okay. So add browser chat CSS tests. It is taking up the whole thing. 1 second, Sunsquires. Let's get rid of this comment. Let's get rid of this comment. There we go. Okay, so that's taking up almost the whole thing. Maybe I can shrink it. Hold on, Sunsquires. Let me just make it like 300 or 400 pixels wide or something. That's very stumpy. That's very stumpy. There we go. Okay. So the scroll bars exists. Hold on. Hold on, Squires. Hold on. I wasn't prepared for this. Let me just overflow hidden. There we go. Okay. So this is the chat thing that I was, where's my bouncy? This, what? This is the chat that I was working on for my, what was it, Yule stream thingy, but I've changed it up a little. I've made the name tags a little better, and now I have fixed the problem. Those of you who were there will remember that the author tag had a little bit of a height problem. So let me just... See? Now the gold one is not taller than the brown ones. And that's what the problem was. Hey bro, how are you, man? Why are you ignoring me? I'm not ignoring you. I'm doing multiple things. I've got too many things. Not enough brain. Don't worry, son Squire. My eyes were on the other screen. Hey, Greaves, great to see you back. Yes, thank you. It's not going to be a very long one, Son Squires, because I only just got back. It's been a month. I'm not going to have 4 hours. Hello, I missed you, sir. Welcome. Welcome. No jokes like that, Target. Thank you, YouTube, for catching it. But it is gold. Yeah. All these little like the little cardboard things. Let me just use the other thing to point. All these little name tags have different colors. I think mods are blue, members are green ? And I, as the channel owner, am gold. Those are the default YouTube colors. Who made a bad joke? He knows. Are you disappointed in me, sir? I mean, the rest of the internet kind of encourages that humor. I just don't. So it's not a big deal. Oh my goodness. But I am back, mostly. It really depends. It can change on a dime. That's the biggest problem. Since I'm not really in charge of what happens around here, some stuff just kind of happens. Oh yeah, what do you guys think of this chat thingy? I forgot to actually ask what you think of it. This one's normal, but this one's new. Ish, you know. You're a beautiful man, a manly man. Remember that? Well, thank you. Thank you. It's pretty cool. Thank you. Yeah. I'm thinking about like moving it over. Let me just do this. I'm thinking about moving it like over here, sort of, but that actually just looks weird now. I might have to move my shelf because that looks weird. I can't be the only one that thinks that looks weird. Let's bring the normal one back. Let's hide the new one for now. I've also been working on some other stuff for this, but it doesn't matter because my channel's not monetized. Oh, YouTube's monetization requirements. Let's just disable this one. Your overlays are looking so sick and actually working. I love that. Yeah. The one thing that doesn't work for some reason is the reactivity of my PNG. So I have to. So I'm actually just moving the normal PNG around myself right now. The other one, the one that's supposed to be reactive, is where is it? 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 It's this one. Oh, it's moving! I don't have to do it myself anymore. Okay, Sun Squires, one sec. I don't know why it's moving. It wasn't before. It is now. It's very low on the screen though. Maybe I can move it. Hold on. It's working. I don't know why it's working. Stop fiddling with useless settings and talk to us. I am talking to you, Sun Squires. I am. I don't know why it's working now though. What the heck? Let me see if I can bring myself up higher. Oops, this is different. Studio mode. It's not useless settings. It's important settings. I need it. I need it. I don't know what the base value is supposed to be. Just bringing it up do anything? Let's see. Oh, it does. I don't know why I'm floating. No. All right, that's goofy. Because I don't have the mirrors or whatever, the scene mirrors or whatever it's called. The avatar's hanging to its seat. Yeah, pretty much. Will you play more Alien Isolation? I don't know. I don't know. Manual control Greaves. Yeah, it really was. What software are you using for recording? OBS or something? Yeah, it's OBS. But I'm using an extension called Move Transition, and that for some reason wasn't working for a hot minute. Has no legs. He must have practiced the arc alchemy. This one was just a waste up to begin with. This commission. Speaking of horrors, do you even like them? If so, do you have favorites? Like horror games or movies or... Well, I can't really say books, can I? Manga? Guild feeling. Where? Where? Sako Kato twins revealed. What? Global chats and games? What? I'm confused. Left is better. The chat thingy? You read manga? Occasionally, I'm very, very slowly working through JoJo, and I really like a lot of Junji Ito's work. What do you think about Maces in Elden Ring? I'm not a huge fan. They do feel slower, and they don't really roll catch as well, and they don't get the 2-hit stun. It's a little weird. If mic detection is on, he might have to stay silent during the game. Oh. Wait, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Yeah, I am very slowly reading through JoJo. I'm watching JoJo 2. Yeah, I have watched up until part 6 of JoJo. I have not started part 6, but I've watched up until it. Dude with nose hair weapons. What? JoJo's... is that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I don't remember that. Isn't that Bobo? Which JoJo is your favorite? I'm a huge fan of part 2, at least animated. It's just got so many banger music tracks. I'm so glad this avatar is working. My hand was getting tired moving myself around. Did you see my comment about me finishing Demon Souls on PS5? No, but congratulations. Yes, Bobo, my bad. I'm not even sure how I knew that. I've never read Bobo. I just know that he's the guy with like the perfectly spherical yellow afro. What's the secret stuff behind you? Well, Private Doggo, that's in the description. Part 2 is banger music and its color creativity. Yeah, and I'm also just a huge fan of Haman as a concept. Like, I don't know what it is about stands that I don't like as much, but I just like, I can punch stuff with sunlight yellow overdrives, and that kind of thing is just so goofy. I like it. It's still like Bleach, an old fan base follow. What? Fellow? I'm confused. The English dub of Bobo is unhinged and amazing. All right, I'll write it down. I've never watched JoJo. Do you recommend it? Absolutely, and it should be on Netflix. It is in Canada, which means it probably is for everyone else. Let me just write that down, Sun Squire. What was it? Let's see if this still works. It does? Question mark? Shows. There. It's written down, Sun Squires. Sent my notification, send it back. What? Inventory? Yes, I have inventory. Have you not seen that, Sagokato? Yes. Got stuff in here. This one's the only one with function, though. Yes, I have inventory. This one's the only one that functions, though. I have been muted, and I'm not smart. I just like hamming it simple yet effective. Yeah. Yeah. Orange juice. That's honey, Sunsquire, because I've also got tea. This is black tea, this is chamomile, and this is honey. It's tea, Sunsquire, it's tea. Coffee? No coffee. Honey sus. Why is it sus? It's honey. It's a sweetener. Sugar was hard to come by. Honey counts as a healing agent to keep wounds from getting infective. Why is there a castle? That's a bookend, Sunsquire. That is a bookend. I don't think medieval eat coffee. They might have, actually. They might have. Maybe in the 18th century. There were still knights and stuff in the 18th century. Can you play Better Call Saul card? Have to look it up. Have to look one up. Coffee? Castle? Medieval stuff? What happens if you click on the castle? Nothing. Nothing happens when I click on the castle. But stuff does happen if I right-click on the books. Which, while I was unable to stream, I did update so that this would overflow properly. Yes. So, what it used to do is not overflow properly. But because it's using columns or whatever, stuff like this would have a break, like right here, right after the, or right before the next paragraph. But then this stuff would be like half overlapping the book, the page boundary. And I've made it so that I can just increase the margin of whatever's on this page, and then it pushes everything onto this page automatically. Some sort of deal. This is the wrong tab. Bring that back. Tuck this away. By the way, have you ever watched Mob Psycho 100? No, but it is on my list. I'll put it on this one, just in case. Because I've heard that it's the same studio as One Punch Man, I think. I think it's either One Punch Man or Durarara that it's the same studio as. I don't remember. Coffee became widespread after a certain pope and had some kind of approved and blessed. Australian coffee originates from Turkey. They have a legend that it was brought to the Australian by the blood of They have very strong coffee culture. Tea was invented around the 1400s. Yeah, so everything existed by the 1800s. Durarara was awesome. I don't remember much of it. I just remember that I watched it dubbed. And I don't mind Johnny Young Bosch voicing apparently everything. Mob Psycho 100 author of the manga is the same as One Punch Man. There we go! I remembered exactly one thing. Oi! Go away. All right. What else did I have to show you, Sun Squires? I have a list here, question mark? Oh, yeah. So, apparently, let me re-enable this chat thing. Where is it? Here it is. So, you see how it fades out at the top? Like, whoops. Get in there. It fades out up here. How it just kind of disappears into existence. I thought I was cool for doing that. Turns out it's not special and everyone does it. It's everyone uses it. Do you watch Mandalore Gaming, Another Fellow Knight? No, I have not heard of him. I will open a new tab and type his name in, and then probably remember to check later. There. Now it will be impossible for me to forget because it's just open. Speaking of knights, why did you choose your avatar to be a knight? Personally stuck with love for playing Mountain Blade from my childhood. So, back when I first tried D&D in like 2005 to 2006-ish, I had a character that was a cleric, but he was sort of like the first version of Sir Greaves. And then when I got into medieval fantasy games like Skyrim, Dark Souls, etc., Sir Greaves as like a paladin kind of became more my vibe. And I just like full plate and obviously a great helm, which my helmet was very heavily inspired by. It gives the vibe of like, I don't know, a very sturdy, I don't know, bastion of strength kind of deal. And I like that vibe. It's pretty cool. Nights are hot. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's why. Surgery, small meltdown. Yeah, that happens every stream. Oh boy. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal. Don't worry, Sun Squire. I also have water bottles. Don't worry. Oh my goodness. But also, there's a bunch of funny concepts. Let me see if I have it on my Twitter. Hold on. If I still have it on my Twitter, at least. About the sorts of, like, this shield deal, the sort of sword... Where is it? Where is the reference? Where? Where? I post so much garbage. Alright, Sun Squires. Let's see. Because I've got funny stuff like a chest beam. There it is. There's the reference. Okay. Let me just find the first concept shot. There we go. And I will post it in chat. Actually, no. I'll post it in the video description thingy. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Stuff I mentioned goes here. Yes. So it'll be in the description if you hit refresh. But don't do it yet. There. Do it now. You can hit refresh, Sun Squires. Well, it's nice talking with you in the chats. Thanks for ending my night with small talks. Ah, you're welcome, Lion Grim. Leon Grimm. I am stupid. Which sword does your avatar use? Even though it's a meme, I use Vihander in every game it allows me. I use the Claymore in Dark Souls 1 through 3, and in Elden Ring, but it's closer to, let's see, it's closer to, I think, um, the sort of general shape of the, let's just scribble somewhere. It's closer to the general shape of the Iron Greatsword in Elden Ring, because the Iron Greatsword in Elden Ring has the semicircular guard, as well as it's kind of wide, but mine has the sort of like little curve thing that maybe the Wolf Knight Greatsword from Dark Souls 3 has. It's sort of a lot. I always use katanas, they're pretty cool, but IRL they are weak. Yeah, in Elden Ring they're extremely strong because of bleed, and because of people stacking frost and poison and stuff onto them as well. Very unique design for a very unique character. Well, thank you. I used to own a 33-degree limited edition Knights Templar Freemason ceremonial sword. Ah. That's definitely a thing. I'm going to copy that text into a new tab and look it up later. I'm just mostly catching up and getting used to the vibe of streaming once more. What? Stop, you violated the law. Oh my goodness. No jokes like that, Ozzy. No jokes like that. That's terrible. I missed this. Missed what? Missed what? What? What did I miss? I'm confused. Oh, somewhere I have actual proper art. Let me see. Is it in this? Is it in Senjo's? No, it's not. Well, never mind then. I'll figure it out. The streaming. Ah, you missed this. Okay, okay. Why, thank you, thank you. Next on the list is. Oh yeah, it's weirdly hard to just buy stuff. What's the moon book for? That was for my Halloween outfit. Yes. Which I'm glad overflows properly. I didn't actually change that. Have you watched Baki yet? I'm not super into sport anime. That's the fighting one, right? Wait, what is this? Hold on. Yeah, it's the fighting one. I'm not super into sport anime. Have you seen Chainsaw Man? No, but it is on my list. I will put it on this one. Let me just. There. There we go. Not a sports anime, really. Well, uh, I'm kind of sort of picky with the anime I watch. Kitties are being kitties. I mean, it's more of a fighting anime than it is sports. Yeah, sports, fighting, testosterone. I think the only time as you live in Canada, do you know a little bit of French? I know like 4 words, and I'm not gonna bother embarrassing myself. Um, what's the whole opinion of Femmarines thing that's apparently a major deal with 40k community? I'm not part of the 40k community, so I would not know. Most of JoJo is buff men fighting. Yeah, but it's also just goofy. Like, uh, you go like cars for some reason. All the JoJo poses specifically, and then like cars being sparkly. That shit's funny. That's the first time I've ever. Never mind. That stuff's funny. And like, oh, what was it like? A lot of part two is I've outsmarted your outsmarting. Awaken my Giga Chads. Yeah. Like, a lot of JoJo's just really funny. I'm gonna cry my way through Grand Archives and listen, but I'll be here. Yeah, I'm pretty stuck at you like Gintama then. Yeah, that's actually also on my list. I'll put it on this one. Oop. That would be a very different anime. Um, it is on my list to watch with somebody else. Uh, but I have seen a clip where I think they're like physically interacting with sound effects in the air. So I think Gintama is probably up my alley. Off topic, but why does New Hampshire exist? I don't know. Because Shonen Jump animes are awesome. I wouldn't know what all's been in Shonen Jump. I think Naruto was at some point, or I may be wrong though. Did you see Dark Souls Archthrones? Very ambitious mod for Dark Souls 3 that adds Dark Souls 2 location and Sekiro combat to the game. I have been following their Twitter, but I have been very careful not to watch the videos because I do want to play that content mod. It's one of the only ones. I'm hoping that unlike almost all the other content mods for Dark Souls 3, that it doesn't focus on being difficult. A lot of other content mods are like, oh, everything suddenly does like 5x damage and you have half your health. I just want the Dark Souls 3 experience, but with more stuff, if that makes sense. So I think I'm very excited for Archthrones. I'm just really hoping that I'm really hoping that it doesn't focus on being difficult. Because I'm not good at Souls games. Uh, I'm not good at Souls games. I just enjoy Dark Souls 3. I'm actually playing through it right now to get to just to fight Midir again. Because I fought him once, and I don't remember how long ago that was. And I didn't make a save backup before then, so Souls game, no jokes like that. Souls games are fun. Well, maybe not Dark Souls 2 for me, but Souls games are fun. Midir is a pain. I think I enjoy him. I don't know. I did enjoy that one fight. I'll have to fight him again, which I am very slowly working on. While I was unable to stream, I was at least able to play. But I didn't have a mic. I didn't have uh, uh, good internet. I didn't have the ability to stream. I don't know about Naruto being there, but Bleach was the one. I wasn't sure. It was either Naruto or Bleach. Dragon Ball Gintama Assassination Academy. I think JoJo might have also been there. I don't know. JoJo mentions Shonen Jump, which is funny. In part 2? Got myself banned in Dark Souls 3, but was unbanned shortly after. That's weird. As a Midir hater. I'm Midir's biggest hater, but that boy is cool looking. Godzilla beam goes hard. I really like the aesthetic of laser beams that ring. Midir and Demon Prince, well, Laserface Demon Prince, not Meatball Demon Prince, both have ringing lasers, and for me, it's got much more of a punch to it than like a sort of laser, if that makes any sense at all. Black Lagoon's a pretty cool anime. That, I think, is also on my list, but I'll put it on this one. There. I love Madeira. Fought him like 7 times. Second favorite Dark Souls 3 boss behind Gale. I have only fought him solo the one time, I think. I've only beat him solo the one time. Every other time I've summoned somebody to carry me, so I've been a Madeira hater. But because I fought him solo the one time, I now want to fight him again. That sound effect. You know what I mean, Lumenwood? You know what I mean. You love Shin Godzilla's nuclear breath then? I will watch it. What do you mean by ringing laser? Do you mean laser? Do you mean the noise? Yes, I mean the noise. There we go. I mean, yeah, when the laser fires, a lot of people have the laser make like a deep bassy ring sound, but I like when it's kind of high pitched. It has a sort of, I don't know, it sounds like it has more heat, if that makes sense. What sound effects do you like in Bloodborne? I like the visceral. It's very different from the Souls games, and I kind of like it. I also like the bells. I really like bells and stuff. It's one of the reasons I was sort of disappointed by what's his name? What is his name? Where is it? I've written it down. Velstadt. So Velstadt in Dark Souls 2, he has like a giant staff with a bell on top, and he just smacks you with it, but it doesn't make a very loud ringing sound. If you're using a bell as a weapon, I want to hear it, if that makes sense. You're smacking around a big old bell, I want to hear it ring. The sound effects are there, to their credit. They are there. But I want to hear it. It got to be louder. The best laser noises from me are the 80s Transformer cartoon blaster sounds, for the descriptions followed closely by turbo lasers from Star Wars. I'm not a huge fan of pew pew lasers. That's all I really have to say about that. I'm not a huge fan of the pew pews. Dark Souls 2 will not loved by most of the community as to consider best storylines. I don't like um, that it goes, oh, you're doing this because you don't know why, and we're not going to say why because you don't know why, and that's what's important. I don't like that. I think it's kind of stupid. Are you fan of bow wow 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 lasers? Not sure. Not sure. You'd have to give me an example, cool cat, and then I'll look it up. Maybe laser. Does that mean you like the sound of Comet Azure from Elden Ring? I don't know what that sounds like. Like pulsating? I'm not sure. Not sure. If you had a specific example in mind, that would help. You ought to make a tier list of laser SFX. I might. I don't know if there are enough laser sound effects to rate though. I'll write that down though. That is funny. Let me just. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. There. Now it's written down. It's not written down in the notebook because I can't copy paste into it. Tortica laser sound effect is iconic. A lot of Star Wars lasers just kind of blend together to me, honestly. They're all kind of pew pew. I think the Droideka ones are the ones that sound kind of like they're being fired down tubes. I think they're like the almost metallic sounding ones. All right, so I do know what those sound like, but I also I just have a brain for sound effect recognition. I made a video about that. It should have gone live yesterday, I think. Lance battery fire from 40K is pretty cool. Here the atom's getting stripped. I will look that up for later. It's just in a new tab. Don't worry. What about Dead Space sound effects? I have not played Dead Space. All I had to clear my throat a lot today. Uh, I don't know if any of them are on Steam. Let me open Steam. Come on, Steam. I thought I had this open automatically, but I guess not. Let's see. Let's see. Are any of them? They are. Oh, but it's $80. I don't think I'm going to be playing Dead Space. Scouted for its sound effect, profession, and all form. Okay, I will. It's a rough PC port. Oof, but they're all fixes. The community usually steps in for stuff like that, don't they? There's all the unofficial fixes for Skyrim too. uh, are they not working on a remake? Are they not? What? I don't know. I wouldn't know. I'm not very connected to gamer news. Games news, rather. Do you like Western games, Some Squad? Sir Greaves. I found myself returning to Red Dead Redemption. Oh, like Western, not just Western as in made in America slash Canada. I'm not a huge. I don't really vibe with the Western vibe. Like cowboys and six shooters, not really my thing. I'm more knights of sword and shield kind of. Wait, that's probably a game, isn't it? That's such a generic term that I bet it's a game title. Well, nothing on the first page, so maybe not. Maybe not. The new Dead Space coming out. I don't know if it's a remake. Ah, have you played Hollow Knight? I own it, but I'm not very good at platformers. I know it's more of a Metroidvania, but like platforming in general, I'm very bad at. Knights and Cowboys will always be my two favorite themes. I think for me, it's Knights and so that's a no on having a cowboy hat accessory on your model. True. For Honor is janky though. It's a UB game. Oh, oof. Uh, I liked For Honor's aesthetic. I think when I looked it up, but I am mostly a fan of Dark Souls combat. Sir Greaves, you're back. Yes, I am back. Mostly. Who's your medieval hero? I don't really have one. I just sort of vibe with the aesthetic. That's mostly it. That's not allowed to beep. Stop beeping. Hold on. Let me just disable the beeping. Where is the beeping? There's the beeping. All right. Beeping silenced. I mean, it looks great, but can lead to unnecessary frustration. Yeah. Uh, I mostly like so like uh, Skyrim's combat does not interest me at all. I used to be into playing Skyrim for like camping mods and weather mods and just like all that sort of stuff. More foliage, bigger trees, weathered road signs. All the immersive, cool looking, survivally kind of stuff. Uh, but Skyrim's combat is just like you just flail your sword at a bunch of stuff that just sprints at you. Uh, Not a big fan of that. I do kind of like the regeneration. The man just wanted to take in the atmosphere. Yeah, yeah. I like atmospheric stuff in Skyrim. And back when I did play that, I wasn't fast traveling anywhere. And when I did, I had a mod that made carriages actually drive to each location, and I was a huge fan of that. Even though sometimes a random fight would break out in the middle of the road, and the carriage would just kind of like it didn't interact super well. Movement in Thymesia feels heavy for me. I can't play Souls-like games. Just prefer more simple combat and combat of Dark Souls. Yeah, Thymesia. A lot of the reviews seem to point towards Thymesia focusing more on being difficult than just having good mechanics. And I like Dark Souls, especially 3, for just being very solid mechanic wise. I can just react to almost anything a boss throws at me, and I don't have to think, which is great because it bypasses whatever part of my brain does the processing, which is very slow. Skyrim, like NPC in the game, runs away holding up a sword. What in the world? Yeah, pretty much. Dark Souls 3 is solid mechanic wise. Yeah, I really like just walking there. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels good, in my opinion. Do you like strategy games? Like real time strategy, Barry Roger? I think I have played a few. My favorite's probably Tiberian Sun. How do you feel about Sekiro? I'd probably feel better about Sekiro if I could actually play it. I can't. I can't beat the first boss. The first like NPC with a name. Can't beat him. Right out the gate, I've just like talked to the small child, walk up a small ramp, cannot parry. I spam the button like all the Sekiro fans tell me to, does not work. Can't play. Don't know what's wrong, cannot play. Tiberian Sun Gang, yeah. CNC franchises are the games me and my dad bonded to. They had a special place in my heart. I think uh, I think the only one I enjoy is Tiberian Sun. I meant real time strategy, another game like a turn based strategy. I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan of turn based strategy, but I am trying to get back into what's that? What's the game that's got a sequel in pre release right now? Um, what is it called? Sunsclass. What's that game? I don't remember. It, Darkest Dungeon. There we go. Darkest Dungeon. Have you played Battlefront 2? I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars, so no. I'm assuming that's the game. Darkest Dungeon 2? Yeah. Anybody calls you a sinner, that's Nod to go. Okay, so the thing is, I play Nod for the aesthetic. GDI just has really garbage aesthetic. Nod has stuff like laser spires and like their flying ships look like little stingrays. It's cool. They just have a cool aesthetic. Sometimes I feel bad. Let me play GDI, but with nod structures. Let me play the good guys, but let me just take over the bad guys' stuff. Send a swarm of engineers to just walk into a base. Actually, that's one of the coolest things. If you do send a bunch of engineers into a base, an enemy base, they'll just start selling their buildings so you can't take them over. It's cool. Is Darkest Dungeon a strategy game? I always prefer to call it a dungeon crawler. It is turn-based, so my brain just kind of filed it into the turn-based category. Not as drip. Yeah, true. I might end up playing it on stream at some point, but I'm not good at it. I just enjoy it. Peace through power. Oh boy, yeah, that is Nod's chant, isn't it? Do you like fighting games? Nope. What's Nod? Nod is one of the factions in Tiberian Sun, Cool Cat. It is GDI and Nod, the Brotherhood of Nod. The Brotherhood of Nod is the bad guys, and GDI is the good guys. But Nod has the cooler looking structures, and they have like cyborg commandos and flying little stingray things, and just like what else? Are they the only ones with the attack cycles, or does GDI have those too? I don't remember. Uh, Nod also has nukes. I do like the like EMP lasers and stuff like that. Those look cool. We do a little trolling faction that nukes everything into Tiberium. Yeah. There's like one mission where there's like an alien pyramid. That's kind of cool. Or no, it's an alien spaceship. That's kind of cool. I always fail that though because there's a time limit. The scorpion dudes. Yeah, not of the scorpion dudes. Greaves entered the dungeon. Other players. Why do I hear boss music? Oh no, I'm not actually good at Darkest Dungeon. There's a conversation to be had about how villain factions always bring the more drip than the heroes. Yeah, they always have the they usually have the cooler aesthetic. A lot of Nod stuff isn't even like particularly edgy either. I just like that their barracks are like a hand because it's like the hand of Nod, right? And again, they're laser spires, and they're little flying stingray thingies. They just look cool. Aliens are apparently responsible for the Tiberian. They sent it to Earth to basically grow it like a crop. Ah, that would make sense. The aesthetic. I think the aesthetic of the alien ship was like bluish, though. Let me look it up. I don't remember what the mission's called, so I'd be hard pressed to actually. Yeah, it's like a Cherenkov radiation kind of blue purpley color. Scrin, yeah, the Scrin. I have an idea. Do you have an idea? Fallen Knight Ride? Do you have an idea? How could any faction win against aliens? I think actually the aliens are just dead, and GDI is trying to prevent Nod from getting the tech or something. I'm not sure. I think Nod captures one or something. I don't actually remember. It's been a very long time since I've played. Pretty sure Nod, one of the structures are literal hover pads. Both, I think, get the hover pads. Both get the hover pads, because GDI has the little like what are they called? They're like helicopters. They look kind of helicoptery, but but Nod's version are like stingrays without the tail. They just look cool. I vibe with Traveler 59. I'm pretty sure that's a name, so I'm going to look it up. Let me look it up. That is not in Tiberian Sun? Question mark? I don't understand this. At one point, there was like a almost a first-person remake of Tiberian Sun being made. What happened to that? The Scrin ship looks like a droid interceptor. I don't know what that looks like, so I will take your word for it, Sunsquire. It's like a tower with pads that come up when the aircraft land. Ah, if it's not in Tiberian Sun, then I wouldn't have seen it. Vulture ship. Hello, Rush. Welcome to Vulture ship. In Star Wars? Oh, I guess. Vaguely, sort of. It does have the pointy things on either side. Oh, it does pop up. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. When the droid ship thing pops, yeah, okay. I see. I see. CNC lore became very strange near the end until EA killed the series. I think Tiberian Sun is the last one that was made before EA took over. So that's pretty much the only one I've played and the only one I enjoy. Why does it say stop live playback? Playback? What? Oh, because I am live? Question mark. There's an app game called Rush Royale where the female Inquisitor playing with server that comes out. Okay. I don't really play mobile games. Red Alert 2 was made last, actually. It was released after Type Sun. Ah. Was it made by Westwood, though? Let me look it up. I also don't like the real life factions. I think Red Alert is all about like Russia and stuff. Let me find the Wikipedia page. Oh gosh, they changed the layout. These improvements will make Wikipedia more welcoming and easier to use. Will it though? I can't even see anything. How do I turn the dark mode off? Where's I I can't find stylus anymore. Oh, there it is. What the heck? Oh, light mode. Uh, it was by Westwood. All right, you are correct, Sun Squire. But I don't like the real life country based factions. You are a mobile YouTube show for us. I don't know what that means. Reload 2 is still very funny satire with the generic allies and crazy Ivans. Okay. Have you tried to create a game? It depends. Do you mean like an actual game or just like a JavaScript toy? Because I have made stuff like Pong with JavaScript. I did try to get into Unity. Was it Unity at one point? It did not go well. I had no idea what I was doing. I was following tutorials. Nothing was turning out right. It was very heavy on my system, and everything had to compile. It did not go super well. Game making is too hard for my single brain cell. Yes, yes. But Red Alert 3 had questionable cinematics, plot for a certain... Yeah, that seems to have been the direction that EA took it, for sure. Have you considered Rock and Stone? Is that a game called just Rock and Stone? I'm not finding anything about it. Oh, apparently it's a Deep Rock Galactic thing. Okay. I don't think Deep Rock Galactic is really my vibe, but I will look up more about it. A very fun co-op game. I know a few people who play it. I just haven't really watched any of it. Game making is slowed by animations and graphics because it's always janky to create those. Space! Tim Curry. Yeah, so You can see him really trying really hard not to laugh in that cinematic, and I think that's pretty funny. That's like my favorite cinematic from any of the later games. There's more confusion in the stream than there is in a room with four fourth graders like getting lectured in calculus. No, there's not. What's your favorite genre of game? Whatever the Souls games are, but not Souls likes because Souls likes focus on the difficulty. Ah, The Witcher. I think I have The Witcher, but I haven't played it. Blasphemous is awesome. I think I have Blasphemous. Let me check. Where is it? I do need to try it. Where'd it go? I thought I had it. Wait a second. I don't have it. I thought I had it. Did I miss a sale? Am I just dumb? I guess I don't have it. Wait, I might in what's the launcher with the purple ring? What's it called? GOG Galaxy. Okay. Yes, it is GOG Galaxy. Okay. For some reason, I love Guilt Trope and Blasphemous just fires all the right synapses in my brains. It's 2D and requires a lot of platforming, and I don't know why GOG Galaxy isn't launching. Come on. I need to check. Let's put it on. Let's pin it to taskbar. Okay. And let's pin it to start, actually. I don't know how. Never mind. It's not launching, and I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure I have it on GOG Galaxy. I'll have to give it a try. I have to give it a try for sure. But it is 2D. Oh! GOG cannot launch because it's already running on it. No, it's not. Oh, it's updating. Work was exhausting, but hey-oh, day off tomorrow. Lovely, I'm going to be firing up Empire at work. Oh, I can't read. GOG Galaxy is on the screen. Favorite game soundtrack? I don't know. I guess I'd have to pick Dark Souls, because it's one of the only games that I actually remember the soundtrack of. Well, Dark Souls 3. I really like Vort's theme actually goes pretty hard. Gundir's theme, Medir's theme. Oh, Bloodborne has what's his name? I forgot. Ludwig's. Bloodborne has Ludwig's theme though, and then the Living Failures. Their theme sounds kind of like a Batman movie. So I really like that one too. It's really hard to pick. Gale's theme is insane. I don't remember Gale's theme actually. But Gundir's theme is probably the only one that sticks in my head. Let me. I don't have headphones on Squire, so I apologize. Let me just look at which one this is. It is muted. Okay, it is exactly the one I thought it was. Okay. Twin Princess, don't remember. Ludwig's theme is also great. Yeah. All these people from New Hampshire. I don't know anybody from New Hampshire. I'm sorry. Or at least nobody I know has told me they're from New Hampshire. And even if they did, I probably would have forgotten. Ultra Kill is also a great game, although it's very fast-paced and very violent. I tried Ultra Kill. It felt kind of slow, and it required a lot of like, oh, here's like the floor gives out. There's AI generated. No, I don't like AI generated art. Period. I am very strongly against it because of how it is. Update installed for Rain World. I didn't even know I owned that. Mirror's Edge is a dope game. I know it was super popular back when parkour was popular. Do you like AI art at all? Nope. Vorta the Boreal Drip. Well, I'll open it in a new tab. I don't have headphones, Sunsquires, so I can't really listen to anything without it feeding back into the mic. You live in Canada? Name every maple syrup serial number. The only one that matters is not just AI art. Okay, so the tech behind it is neat. Oh boy. So I acknowledge that the tech behind it is neat and it could have use as a tool, but because of the ethics behind most AI stuff is not great. So they'll straight up go, "Oh, it's prone to recreation or repetition or whatever they called it. So we're not gonna feed copywritten music into the audio thing." And it's like, all right, but why do you do it with people's art then? You know it does the same thing. There are countless examples of almost exact replications of people's work and exactly copying their styles and stuff. And it's like, but, and anytime you mention it, they're like, all right, well, F you, I'm going to scrape all your work and add it to the thing. And it's like, the ethics behind it are just so toxic. Just so toxic. By your lack of patriotism and no accent is patriotism and no accent, it's pretty obvious that Sergius can't be from Quebec. Yeah. I don't really like patriotism as a concept. What just happened? What do you mean? What just happened? What just? Oh, if it was like a weird audio bug, it's because my interface is on its way out. I can try the other one. You almost talked in binary. Audio glitch detected. Oh no. Hello, Sinister Sons. Welcome. I'm about to swap to the other interface. AI is fighting back. No, it's not. Oh, one AI is in that its audio interface, since AI isn't considered a human, it can't be copyrighted. Yeah, that's my favorite thing. AI pros are so mad about. A place degree is somewhere between Alberta and Saskatchewan. Well, you are wrong, Tiny Button. You are wrong. I am gonna go grab another cord. There's no escaping it. I mean, you can say that. I just choose not to use it until its ethics are improved. I'm grabbing another cord, Sunsquires. Let's see. Let's try this other interface. I have a microphone that also apparently functions as an interface. It might be really quiet, which might be a problem. L for AI bros. Yeah. Well, all right. Let's plug this thing in. Let's get it working. All right. Let's take a look. It should cease having audio problems. It should, but I'm not sure. Frequency 48. Connect. All right, let's see if this works. It's not going to work right away. I'll have to unplug my mic and plug it into that. Asks us for something and then immediately does it himself. What? 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 Did what? What did I do? What? What do you think of the AI streamer Neurosama? That's the Osu playing one that also does Minecraft and stuff. I mean, it's a neat concept. That's all I really have to say. As long as it's not based on unethical sourced whatever, then it's fine, in my opinion. All right, so the interface seems to be working. Let me just unplug my mic and plug it into that one and see if it works. I'll probably stop bouncing again. But give me one moment. Well, I think the problem... Oh, am I here? I'm here. Okay. So I think the problem is that Windows wasn't updating to recognize the new device. I'm not plugged into the new one. I'm still plugged into the old one. Don't worry. Or don't get excited. Don't get too excited, Sunsquares. I'm not plugged into the. I'm still plugged into the one that's on its way out. I don't think Windows recognized that it was there, which is a problem. I'm gonna just open the sound control panel or whatever, and then replug it in and see what happens. Because all that's picking up is nothing. So let me just. Maybe it's not supposed to be plugged into the back or front. Maybe it's not supposed to be plugged into the front. Make chat go burr. Apparently. Let me plug it into the back. Hold on, Sunspots. We'll figure this out. Because if this one works, it'll prevent me from having to buy a new one, which is great. Because this one's apparently on its way out. All right. So let's set it up again. Audio interface, frequency 48, connect. Let's see what happens. Come on and pick up. Isn't your PC powered directly by the sun supposed to work perfectly? I mean, my PC, it still runs Windows. It can only run so well, Sunsquares. All right, it's doing its loading thing. It takes a second to connect and whatnot. I'm really glad it works as an interface, though. All right, that seems to... Okay, that is picking up. Is it in Windows? No, it's not. It's not in Windows. It's still not being picked up? That's so weird. Why isn't it there? What? That's so weird. That's so weird. All right, I'll figure that out later. I'll figure. I'll figure it out later, so the squads. How ancient is your PC? Maybe it's compatibility issues. Actually, I mean, it shouldn't be. It worked literally, I think, yesterday? I think it worked yesterday. This might just be a garbage cable, in fairness. It might just have enough to pick up that it is plugged in, but not have enough to actually send any signals. Speaking of patriotism, sire, what's your opinion on knighthood considering the whole knight aesthetic? Some knights are loyal to their lands and lord, not a country as a whole. That's another thing. I don't vibe with the whole serving someone dealio. Yeah, cables are a pain. Yeah, especially since it didn't come with its own. So I had to dig through an ancient cable drawer. Everyone who has computery stuff has a cable drawer. And if you don't, you're probably lying. I had to dig through a cable drawer and find something with the same USB connector thingy. And you don't. You have a box. Same thing. Happy Lunar New Year. Too depressing to move from my floor currently. Aw, well, that's unfortunate. Tiny button. I hope your day improves. I have a cable box. I inherited it from my parents. Yeah, that's where I got a lot of my cables too. Yeah. Tech people. Also, what baffles my mind, when I bought my new monitor, granted it's been like a couple of years by now, I think, it came with a VGA cable. I don't think it even has a VGA port. It has a display port and an HDMI. And it came with a VGA cable. What am I supposed to use that for? It's so old. I don't think anything I own uses... I mean, I do have like a 4x3 or 3x4 or whatever it is. But it's on the floor keeping my closet door closed from the cats. Like, I don't use VGA for anything. VGA isn't great. Yeah, I don't know why why a new monitor would be shipped with VGA. HDMI at least. I mean, come on. Loyalty and devotion to loved ones is more my nightly honor vibe to protect those who can't defend themselves. Yeah, mine too. Mine too. Like the whole chose to be like full plate paladin dealio, but is not sworn in for knightly duties. Sort of dealio is mine. It's just interesting that we not romanticize knights so much from noble servants that become hero-like characters. I don't really know the whole history behind it. I just like the aesthetic. Sir Greaves stream helps wholesome and chaotic vibes. Yeah, that really is. It really is what it is. So you're a mercenary paladin. Nah, that'd be for hire. That'd be for hire. Mercenaries. Mercenaries go where the pay is. I don't get paid. I was actually gonna commission whoops. I was actually gonna commission this to open and just be empty. A question for you, my paladin friend. Just ask it, Fallen Knight Rye. Just ask. Don't ask to ask. Ask your question, son squire. Ask your question. Although I'm gonna play For Honor because it hits the nice humph to them, and I want to beat stuff. Oh boy, is strength faith user also? No, just faith. I mean, for mid game Dark Souls 3, I go sort of strength because it scales better. But late game, I just respec all into strength or all into faith. I go 18 strength and dex and 60 faith, just so that I can use the two weapons I like, which are which one requires the 16 strength? I don't remember. Is it Drake Blood? Does Drake Blood require 18 strength? Does Drake Blood require 18 strength? Let me see. I think it's Drake Blood. And then the 18 dex is for the Lothric Knight straight sword. Yeah, Drake Blood is 18 strength. So I do 18 strength for the Drake Blood and 18 dex for the Lothric Knight straight sword. Then I also use the Lothric Knight great sword, mace, etc. And I don't have to change any rings or do anything like that. We'll fall to madness and become a tinkerer. I don't know what that means. But one of the ideas about Sir Greaves that I had... Wait, no, I can't say that yet. I can't reveal it. I can't reveal it, Sun Squires. AIS degenerate. Oh. On why AI should be banned. I've used the machine to destroy the machine. Oh my goodness. One day, if I could go with Spear of the Church battle, you're prepared for an honorable battle. Yeah, I am headed that way on a newish character. Oh wow, that emote is very, very pink. Very pink indeed. I just noticed. My goodness. I mostly just do cosplays of other games characters on my playthroughs. I'm always myself. So the Cathedral Knight set has the same sort of like... these bits as mine. So as soon as I found the Cathedral Knight helmet, I'm like, yes, this is mine. Mine forever. I will always farm for this. And I got really lucky because the Cathedral Knight up by the Blessed Gem, which is like the first one you encounter, dropped its helmet for on my latest playthrough. Do you have any suggestions on faith builds in Dark Souls 3? I find faith builds not very strong in the games, but I want to play with them. So, faith's primary strength in Dark Souls 3 at least is healing. Absolutely healing. As soon as you have med heal, you're basically set for the rest of the game. You can go for great heal and higher, but they will drain your uh, stamina a lot. Faith is just weak in Dark Souls 3. Nah, it's fine. I found it to be weak in Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 1, it's super strong, but I don't think they balanced Dark Souls 1 very well. Um, but in Dark Souls 3, its primary strength is healing. But you can use. It's not blessed, it's sacred? Blessed? After all the patch, Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 2 it got weak. Yeah, literally unplayable. Okay. And you can use lightning on your weapons in Dark Souls 3, which is pretty good. There are some weapons that synergize with it really well. Lothric Knight Greatsword, I believe, is one of them. But I like the mace, and the claymore pretty much goes with any build. You can't really expect miracles to do a lot of damage in Dark Souls 3. That's just kind of the thing. They are fun in PvP, though. But, again, you can't just, like, spam them. It's not going to work super well. I still remember lightning practically one-shot and everything before in Dark Souls 3, before Dark Souls 2 before the nerf. Oh, boy. Blessed Gems. Yeah, Blessed Gems are pretty cool. You lose the ability to put in resins on your weapons, and you lose physical scaling, or you lose physical damage. Sort of. It is a little weaker, but you gain the regen. And if you've got like a blessed shield and a blessed sword and a blessed the Sun Princess ring and a regen miracle, you just never have to use Estus. Just put it all in blue juice. I mostly use Blestus. Blessed Gem on Estus. Yeah. I keep the red and white round shield, and I put simple on the Elkhorn round shield because those are just good aesthetics. It's maybe, are they the same weight? I don't think they are. There should be. Hold on. And horn round shield. I think. Okay, so 1.5, 1.5, and 0.5. Okay, so at least the shields are the same weight. Force Miracle buff. Glitches are not my thing. How many hours have you put into this game? Dark Souls 3? Let me check. I have, on this profile, 2,800 hours. But I've got another 1,500 on an alt. I think it's 1,500. So a lot. A lot of time. Grim Dawn. Did you hear of Grim Dawn? I have not. I will stick it in a new tab. Very Souls-like aesthetic, even though average gameplay-wise is your average MMO. Oh, I don't like MMOs. Are you a PvP guy or not? I enjoy invasions. I enjoy being invaded. I don't enjoy trying, if that makes sense. I really like being a spear of the church. But I don't like, the 66 strength, heavy infused exile greatsword buffed with whatever. Or do you do the arena though? I have encountered so many cheaters in the arena, and so many like really sweaty duelists. The kind, the kind that do the like figure eight. They're like running around trying to bait you into swinging, and then only ever attack you if you whiff. But if you don't attack, it ends in a draw. Those are the types I encounter in the arenas. The only ones I really vibe with are like the chaotic free for all 6 people just like flinging random garbage. I like those. But it's the same sort of problem I have with hosts when I'm being a spear of the church. They have like them and their buddies being 66 strength, heavy infused exile users with lightning bundles, or whichever one's the fast one. I think it's bundles. Um, I sent it to the Great Hall. Okay, I will check after the stream. uh, a host and their buddy will have like 66 strength exile, and then they'll have like a mage, a glass cannon mage, sitting behind them the entire time, just spamming Crystal Soul Spear, and then another buddy just spamming, what is it? Bountiful Sunlight, Soothing Sunlight, whichever one is the big heals. Just spamming that. And I'm like, how is this fun? I mean, you win, but at what cost? Hope that we don't have ER co-op anytime soon. I deleted everything on my PC for RDR2. Oof. Yeah, I didn't have anything planned for today. I'm still like rolling back into it. I've already almost lost my voice. I haven't streamed in a month. Black Knight Glaive's underpowered because they nerfed it. Its moveset is cool and unique. I love it. I have no problem deleting tryhards. I am very comfortable with the like great swords and mace that I use. So much so that I haven't really tried anything else. It was an ordeal just to try to get me to use the what's the pointy one? Drake Blood. It was an ordeal just to get me to use the Drake Blood greatsword, and that synergizes relatively well with Faith, even though I don't like the 3-way damage split. It just doesn't make sense. If you infuse for magic, you still have like 95 lightning that you just lose because of defenses. And if you infuse for lightning, you still have like 95 magic that you just lose because of defenses. And it's just painful because of the way split damage works. You know, better 360 spins the Black Knight Glaive than Split Leaf. But the Split Leaf is the one that people can glitch into infinite garbage. And also, Split Leaf has way higher damage. But yeah, if anything Loverly, it'll be... What was I doing? What else was I doing? I was doing the Dark Souls 2 co-op, but I don't really enjoy Dark Souls 2, so I kind of put that on a perpetual hold. Elden Ring, I guess I could stream some of my single player playthrough of Dark Souls again, but I've already done that. That's why I used Black Knight Glaive, because Split Leaf is cringe. Oh boy. You know, fair. I have a very hard day tomorrow, so I'll be off to bed. Thanks, Sir Greaves, for your return. Have a very great stream, everybody. Yeah, enjoy Loverly. I hope tomorrow isn't very hard for you. DS2 is bad, kind of. I mean, I enjoy some things about it. I just don't enjoy more than I enjoy. I like bonfire aesthetics are a good idea. I don't like how it puts everything into New Game Plus, but I do like the idea of being able to refight a boss. I don't know why, but I love Dark Souls 2. I mean, that's fair. It is fair. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion. It's just my opinion that I don't enjoy it. The Shichiman? Warrior of Sekiro is awesome. I haven't even got past the first named guy, Divine Lumenwood. So, I mean, I did make it to the snake at one point, but that's it. And Gyobu. I did make it that far, but it was just so hard. I can't parry perfectly. I love the early game bosses in Dark Souls 2? I don't enjoy many bosses in Dark Souls 2. I sort of enjoy Pursuer, but only because he's the only one that I can sort of regularly get the moves down of. He still has way too much health. He's got 3,000 health. The dude has 3,000 health. The first boss in the game has 3,000 health. The first boss in Dark Souls 3 is like 1,200 or something stupid. I love literally every FromSoft game. I enjoy Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne. I don't find much pull to actually do anything in Elden Ring, but I do enjoy the character creation aesthetic. It's really, really good in Elden Ring. I have to give credit where credit's due. The character creation in Elden Ring is fantastic. Everything just looks so good. You can get it. Play some Dynasty Warriors. You'll get it. No. I've tried practicing in Sekiro. I just can't do it. If you're willing to sell your Sekiro, I'll take it. It's not a physical copy. I've got it on Steam. You are a console player. You get the discs. I have digital. I'm excited for the new Armored Core game. It was my first FromSoft game. I am cautiously optimistic for the new Armored Core. I've never played Armored Core, but I'm hoping that Armored Core will make me enjoy mech games, if that makes sense. I'm hoping Armored Core will make me enjoy mech games. I enjoyed Hawken, but that died. I think I enjoyed MechWarrior Online, but that died. All the mech games I've played just ceased to exist. Armored Core is your favorite mech game? Well, I'm hoping that Armored Core will make me enjoy a mech game. I'm hoping. The trailer did look pretty gritty. I noticed that when one of the mechs pulled like a stabby thing away, it was coated in oil. And I'm like, okay, that's like mech blood. Okay, I kind of vibe with that aesthetic. I'm not usually a fan of mechs. I don't even watch many mech animes. I think the only one I've seen is Code Geass. And that one's, the focus is like not really on the mechs, and they always have like different ones. I don't enjoy, what's the one where they just keep putting mechs inside of mechs? I don't remember what it's called. Code Geass, my beloved. I didn't know you liked it, Nick. I would have told. Not Voltron. They connect mechs for that. Like the arms and legs. Gurren Lagann. Yes, thank you. Thank you, that one. I don't enjoy Gurren Lagann. I just don't. I think my favorite character dies in the first episode. I watched it like 10 years ago, and it was one of my faves. Oh. I'll do a rewatch if you'll do a rewatch. I just got a PC. Do you recommend modding my Soulsborne, and which are the best mods? I have never used any mods for Dark Souls except the community-made anti-cheats. And also Wax Dust. I mean, I might. Yeah, I might too. Sub or dub, though, Nick. I don't mind Johnny Young Bosch. I do mind that they say C2, even though in the credits it's CC. That's basically my only complaint. Everything else is fine. Pretty much everybody sounds. Oh, Lloyd, Nick. Do you remember Lloyd? I have no idea. I haven't heard the dub voices in so long. Fair. I think it's on Netflix, actually. Is it? Let me check. If you do a rewatch, you gotta promise me you'll do it dubbed. I'll watch it too. A Met game I liked that's Dead as Steel Battalion. I'll look that up. Just give me a hot minute, Squire. I will look that up and toss it in the new tab. And Nick, you have full permission to live react because I've seen it like 7 times. I requested dual. Okay. In what? Let me check. Oh. They changed the thumbnail. But it is on Netflix, Nick. It is on Netflix. How many tabs do you open from the stream? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tabs. Sun Squire, 12 tabs. Not a lot. Bloodborne, but we can't because of console and PC. Bloodborne's not on PC. But I don't want to have two machines running 30 degrees in my room. That's the only reason. Mic bug? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Interface is on its way out and I can't seem to get the other one working. I'll try to figure it out for next stream though, I promise. I have a week until that time. But yeah, Nick, if you have like full permission to live react in like what, Twitter DMs, Discord if you feel like it. Whichever you decide is all right for me. I'm all for watching another anime. Later then, once I get a PS4, just you and me. You'll respect the Lumenwood moveset. Okay. Greaves' room, very hot, need very cool fans to keep cool. True, though. My room faces like the sun all day, every day. A week is not enough when it comes to microphones. It might be. I might be able to do it in one day. It depends. My computer might just need a restart. Who knows? I might just need to go dig out another cable from the cable drawer. Take the armor off, it helps. Never! My armor is temperature controlled! That's actually pseudo lore I've written in. But my room faces the sun all day, every day. And for some reason, even if nobody's in it, if all the cats have left the room, which they almost never do because I'm in here, and I've left my room, and the window's open, it's just somehow hot for no reason. Rooms like that directly face the sun in the morning are yeah, it gets so hot. I would rather face the afternoon sun, because at least it spends the first half of the day getting hot, and then the second half cooling down. But if the sun only hit my room by the afternoon, I would rather be on the opposite side of the building. Put a blanket over your window, dummy. I've had a whole comforter up there, and it does block the light, but it does not stop the heat. You need to be cold-blooded like me. I run hot. I've got an oven in this body. I convert. What do I convert? I convert sandwiches. I convert sandwiches to heat, Sun Squires. It's rough. It's really rough. But I did have a comforter clipped to the curtain rod. Why don't you take the sun and move it somewhere else? Because that would ruin the entire thing. My room has two windows. One faces north and the other faces west, and it gets insanely hot. Yeah. Try thick insulated curtains. I just have an actual comforter that I clipped to the curtain. Behind a reflective... Hold on. I've got a reflective tarp, right? And then I had a comforter clipped behind it. So the tarp hopefully reflected most of it, and then the blanket would catch anything that wasn't. Take a job as a professional bed warmer for people. Pay me in sandwiches. Yes. No. I feel like putting a reflector in the window would flashbang the neighbors. There's no neighbors across the street. There's like a tree in front of my window, maybe. It's not even a good reflector either. It's just kind of vaguely gray. I'd hire? Oh, no. What else was there that I wanted to get done today by noon? I've got 20 minutes. I've already talked about Velstadt. But think of the tree. I don't think the tree cares. In fact, I think it's a deciduous tree. That's the kind for needles, right? No, I think this is the leafy kind. Deciduous is leafy kind. Well, I'm just stupid. It's a needle tree. 3 meters away, I've got a reflective tarp, right? Crinkles louder than a chip bag at 3 a.m. Did it? Coniferous. Thank you, Nick. I don't know my trees. We've got a lot of the evergreens up here in Canada. We've got so many evergreens. If I look at the window, right? I don't think I see a single leafy tree. Oh, there's two. Wait. There's three. There's 3 leafy trees. 3 leafy trees, Sunsquire, because like cones. Oh! Well, now I'm never going to forget. Evergreen is a type of pine tree. Evergreen are the evergreens. All the coniferous that stay green. What do you mean, no? Yeah, that's how I remember it. I'm never going to forget now, Nick. Thank you. I'm never going to forget. Oh, there are some trees. It's a common name for a lot of needle trees. Yeah. So there are some trees up here in Canada. They might exist elsewhere in the world, but I've only really been up here in Canada. So that turn like neon red and neon gold in the fall. Hello, Castel. Welcome back, my friend. Thank you, thank you. There are some trees that when it's fall, they turn such a shade of red that it looks like they're glowing, and it's even further emphasized by sometimes it's pretty overcast in the fall. It's even further emphasized by the gray everywhere else. I know this is a short stream, but are you still busy making short videos? I am going to try to get through the rest of my mega stream edit. Yeah, Rye. And other trees will glow will turn like such a shade of golden yellow that it looks like they're glowing too, like bright highlighter colors. And let me see if I can find a picture actually. Canada during fall images. Yeah, just look up Canada during fall. You won't find much of the neon ones, but you'll definitely see a lot of the gold. Oh, there's one. There's one actually. Hold on. This one might be a good picture. I'm gonna just add it as like a browser embed. I'm not gonna bother doing anything else. Add browser, new browser, this URL, 1080, yes. And then let me crop it. And then just transition. This is the sort of stuff. You just see these absolutely vivid colors. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I just like the fall. Fall also usually smells like mushrooms and dirt, which is a very, very distinct smell. I don't get a lot of the pumpkin smell up here. Unrelated, but do you like turtles? The chocolate or the creature? Makes me miss being in Vancouver in the fall. It does look like that, right, Tiny Button? You can confirm there are like neon red and neon gold. The creature? They're neat, I guess. I mean, I don't dislike them. I have no strong opinions on turtles. Mushrooms predate humans by billions of years. Pretty much everything predates humans by billions of years. Oh, the beautiful maple trees. Oh, yeah, maple trees are cool, too. I have a pet turtle, so I'm biased. I mean, they are neat. I think at one point I put a frog in, like, a fish tank. So I had frogs for a bit. Tadpoles are also just kind of cool to watch. You have, like, 300 of these goofy little fat things with tails and big old mouths. Tadpoles are kind of cute. Yeah, it's pretty in the fall in Vancouver. Where I am now, it goes straight to brown. Aw, that's unfortunate, tiny button. A lot of stuff here goes straight to brown, but I still get a few shocks of gold and like neon red. Most of the needle trees just kind of cover the ground in brown too. My friend had lizards and they all died like at once. Oh, that's weird. Was the like pH balance of the tank weird? Mushrooms will dictate what kind of plants grow in environments as well as the largest organism on Earth. Audio bug. Yeah, I know. I haven't figured out the interface thing yet. I'm sorry, some squires. Well, a stream's probably going to end in 10 minutes anyway. So don't worry. There's only time for like one more audio bug, maybe. Then I got to figure out how to connect this thing. Because the fact that this works like an interface is really good. I might just have to restart my computer. Who knows? Another? Why? Dang, audio bugs. Well, I think mushrooms only really count because their roots are spready. I like that like fallen logs are reclaimed by nature, and you can find all sorts of bugs and stuff in them. Another one. How has there been like 3 in 2 minutes? But hey, worth the stream. Yeah. I like. I mean, I'm really throwing up my voice here, but I like coming back. All fallen wood becomes new dirt. Yeah. I used to have my grandparents used to have like a compost pile in their backyard that they would shift around and put like eggshells and stuff like that, and it made some really nice soil that they would use for kitty that they would use for planting more food. I'm not in the bathroom, stupid. Come here. Hold on. Come here, small cat. Come here. All right, small cat. You can come onto my lap. Here we go. This is probably my favorite stream. Because I just chat about stuff? At least it's not too intense. Yeah. Fertilizers? Yeah, pretty much. Compost was always great. It put like banana peels and stuff in there too. And every time we turn it over, it'd be full of like bugs that I assume were turning it into soil. I think your content in general. Why? Thank you. It might be tied to me using the volume. Oh no, the channels are off. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Yes, kitty meows at doors. But yeah, compost is neat. Nature's neat. All sorts of cool stuff. Is there anything else I wanted to touch on? Oh yeah. So this might be like a super dumb complaint, right? But I have a small amount of change, and I was thinking about it earlier today. I don't enjoy that the 5-cent coin is bigger than the 10-cent coin. Pennies too. Pennies are bigger than the 10-cent coin too. They're smaller than the 5-cent at least. I don't know why that is. The smallest one has higher value than the next two larger. I'm so confused. Okay, let's figure out why that is though. Let's have a look at Wikipedia, son squires. Why does it bother you? Because when you stack them, right, from biggest to smallest, it's not the nickel 10-cent. Yeah. When you stack them, pennies aren't in circulation anymore. Why do you have pennies? I don't have pennies, but they were between nickels and dimes. But when you stack them in largest to smallest coin order, the nickel is 5 cent. Dime is 10 cent, right? Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, yes. Because the joke is, what concert is 45 cents, 50 cent in Nickelback. Yeah. Okay. Um. But pennies and dimes are both bigger than nickels. No, pennies. Pennies and nickels are both bigger than dimes. But if you stack them, if you stack the coins, what's a toonie? $2 coin. If you stack them so that the bigger ones are on the bottom and the smaller ones are on the top, for everything except the last 3, it is also stacked in amount. So that's why it bothers me. Apparently the 5-cent coin was made when coins were still expected to have intrinsic value relatable to their stated value. I'm not. This is like 10 paragraphs. I'm not reading that. Audiobook. Why? I don't know what it means. There was a lot of writing. I assume that it's because the oh, this one's got a different answer. Well, never mind then. Everything has goofy nonsense. This one mentions Canada, but says nothing about it. This is a good picture, though, to express why it bugs me. Hold on. Add browser. Paste this. There we go. Let's crop it. And then I'll add it to the scene. This is why it bugs me. It just does. And pennies would go, where's the draw on screen? Oh, it's smaller. Hold on. Move this down. So pennies would go, there. Pennies were slightly smaller than the nickel as well. Like slightly smaller. It would just sit inside the rim, basically. So pennies would also go here-ish. It was so goofy because they're bigger than the dimes. I don't know. It just bugs me. Strange metal discs, what are they? Weapons? They're coins. They're Canadian currency. The kitty's got soft food today. They're very happy with that. My throat hates me. Weapons of efficiency. Not if you use the coin gun in Terraria, they're not. Canadian values little circle medals. I mean, so does America. Oh no, Americans just throw change away. That's one of the weirdest things that I've heard about America. Is that Americans just like toss their change away. Wilson Squires, it is 3 minutes to noon. No, we don't. Well, I've heard that a lot of Americans just don't value change because you have like dollar bills and can't be bothered with anything smaller. You don't? All right. I will take your word for it. We kind of do. Conflicting answers. Oh no. Like just on like the floors of cars, or you leave it in like the boxes on store counters. Yeah, yeah. All right. So it might be outdated information or just flat out wrong. I will stop just parroting things I hear on the internet without confirming with American friends first. Well, Sun Squires, my throat really hurts. They have 10,005 cents in their wallets. I have a coin bag for that. It's, I mean, it's got mostly, I think it's mostly dimes, but still. Um, we just straight up chuck pennies to fountains to pass time. Oh boy. Well, Sun Squires, it's about that time. I'll stop to pick 5 cents up. I mean, I'll pick up pennies if I find them. You never know when you'll eventually be able to buy a sandwich. It just makes your wallet look better. Oh boy. You can probably hear it. Actually, I'm getting more breathy. That's probably not good. It's about that time, so I will transition to this. Yes, it's just credits. It was a fun stream. I'm glad. Glad you're back and the fun continues. Yes, yes. I'll try to talk more this week off stream so that my voice can, come back to being whatever flexibility it was before. It's been pleasant listening to you, sir. Awesome to see you again. Thank you, Sun Squires, for turning up. It's a wonderful turnout for my first day back in a month, actually. Pretty good, actually. Thanks for the stream, Sir Greaves, and rest your voice. Yeah. I'll try to make it more flexible for next week so that it doesn't burn out so quickly. I'll figure out what I got to do by then, too. Thank you, and goodbye. It'll end very shortly, as soon as it fades away.